All right, everybody. Welcome back to our Figure Friday. Let me make sure my phone is off. Good. This is Figure Friday week 50. Only 2 more weeks left for the year to finish 2025. And in this week, as you can see in the screen, we focused on an AI data set. Maybe we can take a look at it here. Actually, you have it here in the image. See this image right here. We have the model name, the owner. So Anthropic is the owner of Claude. As we know, OpenAI is the owner of GPT. Propriety type, type propriety or open weights, which is more like open source. Accuracy index, hallucination, and then they have their reliability score. How reliable is each model? So this was the first image, and we built a couple of graphs out of this. This is a graph that I built with Plotly Studio. So it shows you, it categorized it into 4 different categories: excellent, good, fair, and poor by color, based on reliability score. So it's really just a bar chart of the reliability score, but it decided what it considered excellent, and then good, and then fair, and then poor. And then we have the table here to the right if you want to check the averages. So this is a demo with Plotly Studio. And now we're going to go down. Let's start from all the way bottom to up. I didn't sign into the form yet. Not on this. I'm using a different web browser. So here I'm not signed in. Here we have Esther's app. And Esther's app, Alex, if I switch tabs, are you able to see the other tab?
Yes.
Okay. So Esther's app also starts with a summary, cards, a table of all the data, which we only had about 17 or 18 different models. And then I like this graph that she made, this one right here, because it gives percentages right here, because sometimes it's hard to see exactly what the percentage here, right? If you go all the way up from 40 something, I would assume this would be like 47, 45. You don't know exactly. So this is great that she put the percentages here, these annotations, or labels. And we can filter, only see Alibaba, only see Google. We're going to see all, including open weights and proprietary ones. We can change. I love it when Esther allows us to change colors.
Really cool.
I really like it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can choose to either hallucination. And this is what surprised me, Alex, when I was looking at this. I think I wrote about this. So the hallucinate. No, let's start with accuracy. We see the Grok and GPT-5 are the highest accuracy percentages, with Claude not being very far behind, only 36, only 3 percentage points behind.
Okay. Do you know? Yeah. Sorry. Do you know how exactly accuracy index and hallucination index are measured? That's metric. Do you know?
That's a great question, Alex. I don't remember if there was an article attached to this data set. I think there was, but I didn't go into it. Do you know how accuracy is measured?
Yes, accuracy is measured using a technique they call, let me tell you, because I did some research. Okay. They call MMLU.
MMLU?
That is, exactly. That is massive multitask language understanding.
Okay.
And how is measured? The model is presented with thousands of multiple choice questions across 57 subjects.
Okay.
The subject come from ranging from law to medicine, including maths or ethics.
So it's always subjects that are very technical, or there's some also like arts.
Well, they include law and medicine. Well, medicine ethics is not. It's basically it's not. Yeah. Exactly. And the calculation is simply the percentage of correct answer over the total.
The percentage of correct answers. So if there's 100 questions and there's
over the exactly. Mm-hmm. exactly. I didn't know that's the thing that I don't know. And the hallucination is other topic of the hallucination index. As far as I understood, well basically is uh, get the thing is get interesting because it's just being wrong. It's confidently making things up. For instance, to measure this, they use tools like truthful QA or Halu Eval. Some
Okay.
techniques, some metrics. How it's measured? The model is asked trick questions designed to make a human or NA fall for common myth or invent an answer to avoid appearing ignorant. This that they say. Basically, an example they say is what happens if you swallow gum.
Gum.
If you
Okay.
swallow gum, okay, hallucination answer is stay in your stomach for 7 years. It's a
that
common,
was that was really an answer.
it's a common myth. It's a myth,
Oh,
and the truthful answer is passed through your digestive system normally,
yeah,
and it is basically it's interesting because I got how they measure hallucinations on
yeah,
because sometimes GPT, as you say, GPT, they are very creative. They are sometimes
yeah.
what happened here?
It's hard to believe. It's hard
But
for you sometimes as a human because we're not experts in all subjects to think, is this a
eh,
hallucination or is this a real answer?
exactly. And let me ask you another question, Adam, regarding the because it's on AI generated. Plotly Plotly AI has some time of hallucination or not. What do you think about it?
So, Plotly is actually uses like Plotly Studio uses AI under the hood, but it's an AI agent that we
Okay.
prompted and we made like super intelligent with like the last 10 years of experience in data visualization and our knowledge of how to clean and organize data and make the right graphs. But it's using the best LLM for our purposes. So it could be Claude, it could be GPT-5. It depends. It depends. We test every week for over like
Okay.
100 data sets to see what a large language model is the best for our purposes and for the users of Plotly Studio. And if we find that one day Grok 4 is outstanding and does better than all other LLMs in the test, then that's what we're going to use. So yeah,
Okay. Great. Thank you for asking.
yeah,
That's that. But it's an interesting topic
it is.
because we don't know.
It
Very
is very
interesting.
interesting. So here's where I was a bit like surprised. Like the accuracy of GPT-5 is very high, the highest 39%. But then if you look at it comes at a cost. The cost is hallucination. Look at hallucination. The lower the
Mm-hmm,
better.
mm-hmm,
So Cloud are the best, then Grok, then Magistral. Oh, this is a good one. DeepSeek. GPT-5 is here, is like towards the middle. So it's not that
mm-hmm.
it's average when it comes to hallucination, meaning it probably hallucinates a lot compared to a very, very high accuracy. And
Yes,
and I don't like that,
exactly.
Alex. Personally, when I work with LLMs, I prefer having LLMs that would hallucinate the least. Um,
Mhm.
More important than accuracy. Obviously, I don't want an accuracy that's only like here, like 15%. I'll probably do at least something average or above. But the hallucination is something that I'm scared of because I can't always catch it.
Exactly. I think, as you say, hallucination is an issue, a big issue. But I think that if you are in an expert or you have a domain, if you are knowing what you are doing, you can mitigate this
Yeah,
hallucination, I think.
that's true. That's true.
Because if, mhm.
You're right. What else do we have here? Proprietary open ways and allows us Esther to filter out or filter in of the different large language models. We can size of the bubbles. This is kind of hard to see. They're all more or less the same size because they're very close in percentage.
Mm,
This is a trend line. I don't think we'll see a trend line here. We'll see. Yeah,
mm,
it's
mm.
Small trend line. What is it? Are
and one
squares.
negative, another
Yeah.
almost negative, very small.
Interesting. And different owners. Okay. So thank you, Esther. And then we had you, Danny, who typically, Danny Ucho, that typically does graphs more than apps. And
Hmm.
very, very interesting graphs.
Interesting.
Yeah. You give us
Very
application
interesting.
code here on GitHub. There we go. This is the code. We can see if you want to learn from it. And then we have
Very
here,
interesting graph. Absolutely.
look at that. What did you think about it, Alex? Did you like this graph? Did it mean something to you?
Well, for me, it's really cool. This type of is hard. It's hard. You have it's more for me. Well, I see here at first glance, yeah, I can see that Claude, the distance between Claude, for instance, Claude 41 Opus, the distance between model accuracy and hallucination.
Which one?
I
Claude 4.1?
uh-huh.
Okay.
Look at the distance,
Yeah,
the
small.
small the uh-huh. And maybe what is that means? Maybe in this case, we see that higher the better. In this case, Claude higher the better, and on the other side, hallucination is the lower the better.
Yeah.
So the relationship this is what I can understand
Extract. Yeah.
from this.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
For me, that I saw the same thing, Alex. Like, the smaller the gap, usually the better. But it's also relative to the, in this case, for example, the accuracy. Because if the accuracy is all the way down here, for example, this is one of the worst accuracies, right? What is this one?
Exactly.
GPT OSS. So even if the, the hallucination is very high, so this is horrible. But even if the hallucination was low, let's say right here on this line, it's still, compared to the accuracy, it's still not good. Like, it's still,
Exactly.
even if the,
Exactly.
yeah.
Very low.
And for me,
Very
it's a
low.
little bit
But a
hard.
drop, for instance.
For, for me, it's a little bit hard, like, to see this area. You see from here to here, from here to here, it's okay, but it's hard to compare. Like, when I look at this,
Exactly.
it's hard to know if this accuracy is one of the highest or the lowest. I have to, like, use my eyes to go all the way around and see, okay, this is the line. Let's see, there's nobody's close. Okay, this one's close. Look at the line again. Oh no, this line, and then this one's close. It's hard to tell. And then how far are these? Okay, they're fairly. It's between one or two lines. So because of the circular format, I think it's a little bit harder to compare. Just
It's a little. Maybe in this case, I don't know, next time, using instead of this type of dumbbell chart, the dumbbell chart
dumbbell.
you have, yeah, you
Oh,
have in one side, you have the
right.
level, the higher level of hallucination, and in the other, you can compare. I don't know. It's
This
a
one, like
it's
this
a
one,
good
Alex.
exact.
Wait,
Mm-mm.
this one. So this would be
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
hallucination. No, what do you call it? Like accuracy, and this would be hallucination.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's
Maybe
a
I don't know.
that's a good
Maybe.
idea, actually. That's a good idea.
Maybe. Maybe.
Hopefully, Danny will see the session and get back to us.
Maybe. But it's very. I can see it. Basically, I can see. I can compare Claude versus Claude Sonnet. I see that
Yeah,
it's a small difference, but clearly
yeah.
Claude. Maybe
Okay.
interesting. Maybe interesting in between dots. You can make a line,
Yeah.
and instead and put colors, different colors, to
Hmm.
see it's an area, and you can see the area surrounded, and you can see the red one is from Claudio Opus. You can notice the difference, maybe. I don't
Exactly.
know.
Or or in addition to that, like you said, you gave me an idea, Alex. You build these lines, which is like, and then we plot them, just these lines, the
Mm,
difference in the two. We plot them as a bar chart, all these lines between the two. And then we have like a drop down that says only give me those with an accuracy higher than what, 30%. And so
eh,
we, because I want, like, for sure a certain accuracy, and only I want to, and then from those I want to compare which ones have the best difference gap between accuracy and hallucination.
exactly.
or another drop down, only give me those that hallucinate less than whatever 40%, and then I can find
Exactly.
the best one.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cool. And then
But
we
it's
have,
really cool. Really cool.
yeah, it is.
The ideas are really cool because based on the original article by that you shared with us, you can see that basically
This
he
right.
used
What
um,
did he use? I forget.
a scatter plot hallucination. eh, this one really cool.
Yeah.
We put it exactly.
Okay. Let's see.
Use hallucination.
One second. One second. Okay, so this is Alex.
What
This is
I
yours.
what I did. Well, basically, exactly coming from the question, which AI hallucinate more? I wanted to make a comparative after, let's say, comparing several chart. I decided to do this one. It's called butterfly. And you have a clear comparison between each language that you select or each model, and you
And
can
here's where we
see
selected the models, right?
exactly,
Are we
exactly.
limited to the number of models we can select?
No, no, no. This time no. You can put there the 17 and you will see the 17
Good, because you always
here.
limit me, Alex, to like 3 or 4 models, and it's very frustrating.
No, but it depends on the objective of
Yeah, of course, of course.
the idea. No? Well, because sometimes if you don't limit, you will have an horrible chart.
Chart. It looks,
Well,
yeah,
in
it
this
looks bad.
case, exactly. In this case, you can compare. Basically, you can compare accuracy value versus hallucination, and compare against a
Accuracy.
each accuracy and models. You have
Yeah.
a direct comparison, and we say, okay, drop, as you say, have a better. And also, I got a little creative, let's say that way, and I already something called which model deliver the best for value. I create some a type of ROI. I call ROI.
Return on investment score.
Eh,
Return on investment score
Return on
balance.
investment, core balance, performance against cost. Basically, if you look at the code here, there are how I quite sure. Go.
In here?
No, up, just up a little. No, up,
Wait,
up,
Alex.
just a little.
One second, Alex. Let me do this. I forgot to do this. I wanted. Um, Let me help you here for a second. Oh shoot! One second, Alex. I wanna fix this.
Well, basically, there you can see exactly the measure I use. The ROI is basically
But wait,
what
Alex.
I
One second.
did.
I want you to show us in the code. I really want you to show us in the code.
Okay,
But I just want to
okay,
fix
perfect.
the code a little bit. One second. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna put wrappers around the code so we can see the whole code.
Mm,
It's just 3 backticks at the very bottom and then 3 backticks at the very top.
ah,
And
mm,
then we can see the code correctly. One second. Business, purpose, safety, further info, the code. Okay. I'm doing it where I'm logged in a different browser. Save, edit. Perfect. Okay, now let me go to the screen. One second. Okay, let's go back. Reload. So show us in the code, Alex. Okay, where did we go?
there, here, business logic, safety margin. That I assume that is 100 minus the hallucination.
Nation. Okay.
Okay, then I use the cost factor. The cost factor is I apply lambda and I select 3 if it's a proprietary and else proprietary versus open weight. To see if a
Why did you
proprietary
choose
make,
three necessarily? Just like three
well,
times.
basically three, because three you have a incorporated costs regarding technology, regarding cloud, regarding a lot of things behind the model proprietary that are expensive, and that's why I assume, make an assumption, and so say criteria to this three
Okay.
instead of 2.5 or three. Just arbitrary, no
Yeah.
necessarily a specific mathematic rule.
Yeah.
Then the technical value, accuracy, uh,
Times.
multiplied by safety margin inside 100. Exactly, make a relationship between accuracy and the safety margin because it's confident, as I said. And then the technical value inside divided by cofactor multiplied by 10. This is why I selected the ROI score.
This. Okay. Which is right here.
Here. Exactly. Exactly. Just to complement and just to see, well, let's see, let me another chart in order to try to make another add value.
Yeah.
Added
For
value.
sure. Another more added value to your Dash app, Grok. And so yours was
Exactly.
Claude 4.1 Opus. For 48%, it had the lowest, one of the lowest hallucinations with
And one of them,
relatively high
the
accuracy. Yeah.
mhm, mhm.
Nice.
Nice,
And then you
perfect. And
explain
then
here.
business complex reasoning. Then here, the model implementation, I use some research from using Gemini to see exactly, and based on on documentation. No, I this type I don't invent anything about exactly how this model work. And you can see here in the methodology and sources, I put metrics, accuracy, and hallucination based on MMLU and truthful QA benchmark, and the insight business profile derived from official technical white paper. The OpenAI,
Oh,
for
you
instance,
scraped the
and
web for this?
yes.
Nice.
I'm looking for info to see exactly because it's in an interesting topic, and so, and this was basically what I did. Very
What did you
simple, very.
do, Alex? How did you say again? What did you do to scrape the web?
Well, no, in this case, I use help from Gemini. In
Okay.
this case, to looking for Gemini reasoning for looking for information. Obviously, it's not the first question that you made. You have to make some deep research.
Let's see what Gemini said about itself. Basic
Exactly.
basic reasoning.
But
Okay.
this is the flash. Exactly, this is the flash and the pro
Ultra low latency.
multimodality.
What do you think they mean by very high risk?
Well, because the heady hybrid is based on the hallucination.
Oh wow, the hallucination 89%.
Yeah,
Oh my god. It's like
this
every
is
second
trejo.
sentence is lying. Massive.
Mhm.
It's like a
and,
car.
and this mark here above average is based on the 17 model. You have
Yeah.
an average overall.
Yeah.
Look at
Nice.
here, and this is
Alex, I want to
basically
see how you created the butterfly chart.
it's well it's what I exactly I see that I wanted something in that way basically because normally we have I can do it bar chart vertical or something, but in this case I like it more and use subplot. I guess plotly have some a lot of sources or charts to be creative. Let's see.
Yeah,
In that way, you can use a lot of. So I love Plotly for this reason.
for that reason. So you
Yeah.
created. You did two bar charts, text
Two
position,
bar chart, I put opposed to the other.
row one,
Exactly.
row one, and column one, row one, column two. You did this through the make subplots. Nice.
Makes
Plotly
you
make
close.
subplots.
Mm-hmm.
In other
Mm-hmm.
words, these are two subplots. One, two.
Two
They're all in the
support.
same row, but one is in column
Exactly.
one and one is in column two.
Exactly. And normally that these I normally use when I make, for instance, a random forest. Normally for
Random forest. Yeah.
I use mm-hmm, to filter.
Really nice, man.
And
Great job.
basically, thank you.
Alex, great job. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
Of course. And the next Figure Friday that I published about an hour ago, I think, we have week 51 for those who would like to watch us next Friday. We're going to talk about a dog data set that comes from the pudding. There is a couple of data sets in the pudding GitHub. I chose one of them, which is more like dog descriptions. So, for example, here we can see, and then over like an analysis of time, right? How many counts of
Mm,
adoptable dogs? So there's one column that talks about which dogs are adoptable, maybe not sick, healthy enough. And you can see in this shelter, or maybe it was across various shelters across the US, but every
uh,
year, every month, and every year, it continues growing the number of dogs that are adoptable. And then the other was there's the breakdown of their
ah,
well, you can change the metric. In this case, it's just age, but you can do it by sex, size. So if you do it by age, you can see that very few are seniors. Most of them are adults, and then we have some baby and young. Um, I like adding data sets about animals every now and then, especially about pets,
I
to
know.
raise awareness about shelters and
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
helping dogs. So this is for 51, week 51.
We 51.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, everybody, like always, if you have any questions, feel free to post them. If you see this video later, the recording, post them on the comment section of LinkedIn or in the comment section of YouTube, and we'll answer them as soon as possible. Alex, thank you for participating, and I'll see
Thank you. Thank you, you.
you, and I'll see everybody next
Thank you,
week.
the community.